Way University, what's going on with y'all, man? I'm back with another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how to control a conversation with a woman, bruh. Now, I want to let y'all know right now, this is everything, bruh. This is everything, bruh. Oh, hold on. This is everything, bro. You need to know how to control. This is the number one thing your dad should have taught you, but I'm going to teach you, bro. And not only am I going to teach you, because I always want to let y'all know, y'all not going to get all the recipe in one video. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have to be a continual program, a continual process. But I'm going to definitely give y'all a couple of my tips in this video. Excuse me. So I see that y'all like the pimping and nature video. You know, that video is doing well. Doing well. Couple comments. I didn't expect to get a couple comments on that. I got a couple comments, you know, because this channel I had for like a year, but I haven't really been posting on it. But, you know, I just started posting because I just started talking about dating. And, you know, I guess I got more passion for that topic than I thought. So, a lot of people don't know I've been studying for quite some time. But, you know, I feel like I've been going through phases in life. And we all are right now, as you can see. It's like, you know, even on my other channel, I'm just now getting to a certain point, and then here we go with all this stuff going on with the world. But in the midst of all this craziness, I still see some of my favorite YouTubers still posting and not even complaining about nothing going on. So I'm gonna follow through. And yes, they are men. I got a couple females I watch, but I'm talking about my mentors and stuff like that, and other YouTubers. So stay with me, man. I hope I didn't run y'all away. If you're still here, Way University, I'm going to definitely drop programs on everything I talk about in my videos. Coming soon. If we don't get bombed by the middle of this year, y'all will be able to buy products from me. Now, stay tuned. Like this video, hit that subscribe button. So University, listen, all I'm going to say is, this is the one rule that you need. This is a law that your father should have passed down to you like a dusty Bible or a dusty book just sitting in the basement no one ever should touch, but because it's preserved for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so here's the number one thing. When you talk to any creature with titties and ass on this planet, I don't care if it's your teacher, I don't care if it's the president's wife, I don't care if she got a set of titties and ass, family, and you deem yourself a man still at this point in life, listen, you got to learn something called narrative control. Narrative control. Now, whenever a woman and a man meets, this is a man, this is a woman, right hand, left hand, masculine, feminine. When you come into what I like to call a room, I'm in a room right now. The other day I was in Walmart when I made that video that, you know, I was just talking about. I was outside of a house the other day. That's a room. Even when you walk outside your house, that's a room. That's a room. Everything is a room. Think in terms of room so you could get this concept. There's only two energies on the planet. There's a feminine and a masculine. And you guys need to stand on your masculine square. If you don't, you don't. But I will. And the people who follow me, they will. And like I say, my slogan is, where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, I know I changed my name to Dada, you know, nickname, whatever. But where there's a will, there's a way. My name is Willard. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's why I call y'all the Way University, because there's always a will, there's always a way. And I'm giving y'all the way right now. How to control conversations with women, because if you're not controlling it, you're being controlled. Women are highly manipulative, highly possessive, they're always looking to test your character to see if you're fit for this universe. Women are the tunnel to death and life. You see what I'm saying? They're going to test you until they recognize whether you're a pussy or a man. I hate to say it, but give them their flowers. You'll be more of a man if you give them their flowers. God said, "My people perish from a lack of knowledge." The reason I'm using God, because the scripture summarizes all the esoteric knowledge. It summarizes everything. If you look at it, I will be referencing the Bible when it comes to relationships a lot, because who better than to go to than Father? Who better than to go to than the person who said, "I'm up top, you guys are right beneath me, respectfully, and your woman is beneath you and the kids is beneath you." But when you first meet a woman and you don't control the conversation, she loses all attraction. I'm not saying that you have to be a total dictator, but she has to understand that she's not moving you and you have the ability to move her. Similar like the war, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that they have to bully everybody, but you have to know that they can move you and you can't move them in order for respect to be established. And it's just the energy, bro. It's not even about big me, little you. It's not about bully. It's about respect, and if you respect yourself as a masculine creature originally, because, a lot of people being changed out here, transformed and stuff like that, but respect to those people. But if you deem yourself a guy, you automatically are going to have attraction. You just got to know that that's there. Women don't respect guys who don't know that that's already a prerequisite to being a man. When you were growing up in school, a lot of women probably liked you. And if they didn't, if it wasn't a lot, there would be some here and there. And you would mess it up because you would start to talk. And then you would start to over talk. And then you would start to over explain. And then you would start to, and it's like less is more. But when you do talk, it better be the right things. And again, ironically, there's no right thing. It's just the energy you're under when you're saying whatever it is. An alpha could talk all day and not look like a beta because he understands it. I could even break it down to biology. That's why I say attraction is a prerequisite just to being born. You know what I'm saying? Just to being born. I can speak from my personal experience. Maybe everybody don't see it through them lenses, but I can't really, relate to that. Me growing up, it was like some women didn't like me, and I didn't always like how it felt. Certain women reject you and stuff. But what I mean when I say it's a prerequisite, what I mean is if you stand on your masculine square, women are going to notice it. If you've always been a beta, they're going to challenge it. So how to control a conversation with a woman? You just simply got to have your own perspective about everything in life. Like, I'm just going to give y'all the key right there. You got to be curious about life. You have to actually, go on YouTube, type in things you're actually interested in, like have a life. I said this in the last video, but I mean it. Like, you got to have some interests. You got to have some hobbies. You got to go to some events. You got to start to build a life. Because who's going to control the conversation typically going to be the person who actually believes that what they're saying is integrally, honestly true. That's why age doesn't matter in this. Maturity doesn't matter. Like, nothing matters in it. And when it comes to masculine and feminine energy, if you wholeheartedly believe in what you be saying, then yeah, you're going to come across with some oomph. And that's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? That's why me talking about dating and women is kind of one of my sweet spots on YouTube, because I actually care about it enough to know about it. You understand? Like, growing up, I actually had to I had big bros who actually used to get girls, but I noticed early on people got girls for different reasons. It wasn't always because you look good. You know, typically women will be drawn to that. And then, you know, for me, I guess I had the luck of the draw just to be around some like tougher guys and some street guys. So it didn't really like when they get around me, the women that still like me for my personality too. But don't think I don't know where the sauce come from. It comes from the streets. It comes from growing up watching hip hop and urban rap and 50 Cent on TV and these people. Now nowadays we live in a different culture because one I want to also chime in and tell you masculinity is not all about being a thug and it's not all about being corporate. It's just about being who you are. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I compare nature to pimping because pimping is just, when I think of a pimp, I think of somebody who just got the world working for him. You know what I'm saying? Versus him working for the world. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So like that's why I made a video on nature and pimping because it just was like yang and yin. Like nature is yang and pimping is, the masculine part of it. And so in a conversation with a woman, whether she's pretty, basic, whatever she is, it doesn't matter. You should always be asking yourself in that conversation, you should ask yourself like, am I giving my power away? Or am I retaining, kind of how you say with no fat, kind of how you say with, retaining your attention, kind of like retaining, just think of yourself as a retainer. Oh my God, I love myself right now. I love myself right now because I actually have a retainer right here. This is what you would like to call a mason jar. This is a mason jar. So this is a masculine thing. This is actually a container. Men are containers. Men are containers. We go into nature, the trees, the wind, the sun, the air, all of it is meant to go into our container. Through our mouth, through our nose, through our ears, through our eyes, we take in shit. You feel what I'm saying? We take in the feminine into us. And when we take in nature, when we take in these things, these elements of the universe, we contain them inside of our jar. And when we contain that inside of, I could go a little deeper with y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I got a little bit of time today. This is the female. This is the man. I'm walking to Walmart. I get to the Walmart door because this literally happened. I see a girl work at Walmart walking on the corner, walking to the the little shed that they be working in and stuff. Is like Walmart, and I'm like, oh, how you doing? Because I'm enlightened, right? I'm already enlightened because remember, I've been poured into by the sun, the air. I've been poured into already, so I got a little bit of energy in me. You know what I'm saying? My day kind of swell. I got a little bit of juice in me. I'm walking, and then here she come. Oh, how you doing? But remember, masculine energy don't give a flying fuck how she's doing. Like, I'm just being raw and explicit in this video, man. I have to, bro. Like, just because I asked you how you doing doesn't mean I give a flying fuck how you doing, right? I'm giving y'all an analogy because the feminine is, who is he? This is why women, they always wonder, who is he? Who is he, right? Who is he? See, as a man, you got to always remember tactical knowledge. Like, you can lose your masculinity at any given moment in the day by giving a fuck. It's the feminine job, because women are feminine as chaos, to throw you off your square and make you give a fuck about something that you should not give a fuck. Women are the author of confusion. They are propaganda. They want you to actually divert your attention and put it on them and then literally like wither away your genetics and everything. Like, I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, women are bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there's a demographic of women that are absolutely bad out here. And if you don't agree with me, you don't agree. But despite that, you fellas should only give your attention to women who you see that have potential to be with you for the long haul. And the main thing I see out here is this little bit of water you got from the sun, from the earth that you walk around with, that makes you, because that, okay, there's elements in the universe. The air gives you an air of confidence. So I always speak about the air. The air, and I'm getting spiritual now, the air gives you that thing about you. It's kind of like retention. Like I said, we're retainers. We retain the air, which is a clear texture, right? If you look at air, it's invisible, it's clear. Kind of reminds you of spit, kind of reminds you of the spine, kind of reminds you of sperm, kind of reminds you of these SP words. It makes you special, it makes you superior, it makes you these things. But then you walk into this situation, and what happens is the woman's job is to place herself in front of the masculine energy at all costs, because they don't feel adequate without that. So what you will find is they will walk around and they secretly want your attention, but they won't ask because they're not direct creatures. They will indirectly weasel you out of it. So it's your job to be on guard to see who's who, because every woman not the same. This is why most people are dying due to that type of thing, because they don't understand that simple thing, that every woman not the same. So if you don't understand that, then you'll never be free, because they can enslave you through attention. And I just gave the secrets out, the secrets of the sauce. Because look, once you give them your attention, what are you doing? And you're going to pour it out, and it's going to be more than you want to pour out, and you're going to feel empty or drained. And guess what? You didn't get her number yet. You didn't set up the date yet. I mean, setting up the date come after the number. So we're on the first approach. You didn't get anything out of that. So this is why I tell you guys, when you first walk up to a woman, you literally got to be direct, not indirect, because you're spending so much time being indirect. And be direct. Hey, how you doing? You look good. Da, da, da. I seen you from over there. You caught my eye. Da, da, da. You give them your number. And then be gone. Don't let because listen, I got this in me. Energy, confidence, self-love, self-appreciation, all these masculine traits just swirling around. And then I'm stumbling into her. It's a war going on. It's literally a battle and a war. She wants the attention and the you're so beautiful shit. And I want the phone number, the date set up. So it's like we meet, but she don't really feel like giving nobody anything. And I really don't feel like, being drained of my time and attention. So you have to get in and get out. Like a robbery, get in and get out. Hey, how you doing? My name's Will. What's your name? Da, 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 blah, blah, blah. Make it, that's why I say your approach should be less than 30 seconds. If I count to 30 seconds right now, it's going to feel long. That's what I'm saying. It should be less than 30 seconds. And then you should be, okay, I'm going to, here's my number. Text me when you get off work. And you should be here at this point. Walking into the door of Walmart, she should be on her way to the next destination. And you still got all this water in you because you understand the law of self-preservation. That's what that literally is. That's what that literally is. You fellas aren't preserving anything. That's why your masculinity is at a 0, because you're not preserving anything. It's not that you don't have it. It's just that you don't retain it. You don't protect it. You don't reject the woman trying to take it from you either. You don't have any martial art, judo. You don't have any, you don't understand energy. You don't see it coming. You don't read it. So the woman just walk up on you and kick over your sandhill, your sandcastle. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you go to Walmart or like a super shopping center, you should approach 19 women, 20 women easily. And that's it. You should not be threatened by females. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like they got you in the mind. The way you were raised, they got you in the mind first. And as long as your mind's not protected, you will always be disrespected. That's just the bottom line. Because when we talk about fasting, we talk about nature, and we talk about the laws of physics and all this good stuff, and biology and everything, we can mix it all into one. I had somebody comment, they said, yeah, when that girl had yelled out the window, she had threw you off, she messed up your environment. Yeah, but no, right? Distractions happen, they come and they go. Just like a woman, you know what I'm saying? They come and they go, but they're not here to stay. If you follow me, you understand that I understand that women aren't even here to stay. We're not even here to stay. Nothing's here to stay. People have their own philosophies about reincarnation and this and that. I kind of believe in reincarnation. So you're more likely to be masculine if you believe in reincarnation than that you're going to die. Because anyone who's scared to die and don't think they're coming back, then they have fear. And if you have fear, you're an emotional creature. You're an emotional creature. You've indoctrinated and uploaded a period where it should be an infinity sign. That's why I got to give my credit to my father. He said one thing. I don't have a deep relationship with my father, but he said one thing. He said, you call your son a son because your energy should always be going like the sun. As a man, your energy should always be going like a sun. Have y'all not noticed there's people on the planet that can pour and put your fire out and make you drain, no energy, this, that, and the third? You should always be pumped. You should always be going. You should always be like a warrior. And I'm not trying to get too deep, but this is a lesson that, our Father should teach us, and we should be able to, share this knowledge, because the universe has this esoteric knowledge, and it's always infinity. It's going to be here. It's here before we come here, and it's here after we leave. So I remember being real young. I used to look at the recycling bin in school, 6th grade, and I used to just see that circle. The circle on it, like not a circle, but like a sign that was like, it was like showing you the recycling thing. And I just had this epiphany real young, like, yo, I know we're coming back. Cause what am I here for now? I don't want to get too deep, but like, why? Cause like in 6th grade, you're so innocent. You're looking around, you're like, I don't want to be in school. Like, who signed me up for this shit? But then the thing that made me feel at ease in that chaos, because my mind was like, why am I in school? This is boring. The only thing that put me at peace was when I looked at that recycling sign. It spoke to me symbolically. It said everything that goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying? It kind of made me feel good that day because I was so bored, but it kind of took my mind off of all the poison and was like, nah, it's okay. You're going to be good. And that's kind of what people need to be in right now, the energy people need to understand. Like, the world is cleansing itself, and it's been doing that lately, so it doesn't even matter. Your masculinity is not something you could lose. It can be taken from you. Some people have, it's worse than others, but either way it go, the world will always replenish and give back. Like, we live in... don't let nobody trick you, make you feel like it's nothing but famine out here. Like, no, like, The world is always recycling, and like this is the same world it was when we came here. It's just people are doing things to out compete each other. And I always talk about how you shouldn't be in competition with nobody. You should be able to balance, right? You should be able to get in the game, but play your own game. I used to have this basketball player, and that's the last analogy I'm gonna make. This basketball player, he was on many of my basketball teams growing up, and he actually is in college right now. His name is Tremont Waters, and he was always younger than us, but way better than us. He was the youngest kid on my team and the best team kid person on our team, and typically better than everybody we was going against. And this guy, yeah, he's in college right now. He's overseas. Type him in on Google. His name is Tremont Waters. And I remember just being on the team with him and watching people come try to double team him while he would be, when you play basketball, you got to break the full court press. You got to give the basketball to your point guard or to your shooting guard, and they got to dribble the ball up the court. But towards the end of the game, people will come and try to trap the person so they can make the person lose their handle, and the ball will go flying somewhere. They'll take the ball and they'll turn it over and they'll score the ball, and then they'll start to come back. This young guy had so much handle, and he never really used to miss when he used to shoot. Like, he used to always make it. And he had so much handle. This is the first time in life I heard or had to ask myself, what is it that he has that I'm looking at right now? Because he would dribble the ball, and I'm going to tell you the word that I figured out what the word was after some time. He would dribble the ball, and it'll look like almost like fake to me, because at that age I had not seen that level of talent. So it'll be people literally chasing him trying to get the ball, but he was moving with so much ease that it was like he was in the game, but he was in his own. He wasn't worried about nothing. You understand? And so the word was poised. He was poised. The word poised means that you're patient, you're okay with life, you're not, under pressure, he was poised. And I was young watching this, and I was saying to myself, he really good. Being on this team, I'm like, yo, he's great. Like, he's one of those people. And then every time he would shoot a 3-pointer, it would go in. Like, and I know you probably think I'm lying. Go type him in right now on Google, and you'll see that he's still the same way. Now, with older people now and across seas now doing the same thing. He's on the Celtics, the Boston Celtics, overseas. But just early on, and I know his father, and I know everybody RIP to his father, but it was just crazy because his father used to work him like crazy. That's what it was. And again, we live in such a dog-eat-dog world. You have to work people like crazy. You have to work yourself like crazy. But that's where the poise is. Because that poise will never be there just by you just assuming I should be great or I should be this. It's like, nah, because while we was playing around, I really ain't even really like, I love basketball, but I really ain't really care for it as much as I like YouTube and other stuff. But I was more of an art type of guy. Like, basketball is fun, it's a good skill, but his father was so passionate about making him good, and that's what we were laying eyes on that whole time. And you just don't understand the magic that a father could pass to his son. You know what I'm saying? The work ethic, is what most people just don't got. So I say all that to say, you have to control conversations, and you have to have that same type of work ethic with women when you see them. You have to have a mindset of like, yo, I'd rather pass away than to let this woman outdo me in conversation. I mean, we do live in a competitive world. I'm not saying that you have to be in total competition with these women, but you have to actually understand, like, I'm over here, you're over there. I'm masculine, you're feminine. We're different. Respect your differences. I'm not going to let a woman dictate my emotions in the conversation. You might couldn't say something that is more sensible, and then I'm like, that makes sense. You got it. You got it. But you're never going to make me feel something. You understand? So when it comes to my feelings, I'm gonna dictate that. And so I say y'all should get a therapist, or just like I tell you, I breathe through your nose, breathe slow, be poised in conversation. Like I just said, be very poised. Bro, I'm telling you, that analogy is so on point when I say women are just like those people trying to double team you. Because remember, in the Bible, the woman is compared to the serpent. So the serpent speaks to the woman, and it was only one Adam. One Adam versus a woman and a serpent was able to poison the situation. But what I'm saying is, you being poised is everything. So you have to be able to kind of sit in that pressure when you're talking to women. Because I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been nervous and like been like pressured by women, and I kind of folded. And I've been in a lot of situations where I'm like so free, and I'm like, man, this ain't nothing. How you doing? What's your name, man? You look good. You know, yeah, you. I'm talking to you. You know, when you in that vibe, and it's like, bro, you're like in the pool, you're swimming, and it's like it's not cold. It's not cold when your whole body's in the pool, but you have to get in the pool, and it's like, I'm trying to give y'all, like, y'all have to play the game. You have to play the game. Days and days and days of practicing, and then rehearsing, and then days and days and days of actually going to Walmart, going to Target, going to, you know, just anywhere, and just making sure, like, you know, you're not acting soft. You got to get conditioned. You got to get acclimated. I'm telling you. Y'all should go on Bumble right now and be talking to 5 women, 10 women. I mean, not Bumble, Meet Me. Go on there right now. Talk to 10 women. Just open up conversation. Just talk to them. But always have an end goal in your mind. Like asking myself, I will be asking myself, what do I want from this woman? Do I want to get her number? Do I want to take her on a date? Do I want to have sex? Like, what's my goal? That helps me to be able to stay poised. It helps me to be able to stay in the moment while also going towards my destination. So it helps with the conversation, because remember, women are meant to test you, throw you off, and do all of this shenanigan propaganda shit. So you have to kind of stay in the moment while delivering back and forth conversation. Even if I'm in her live, I want her to feel like I'm the host for the little time that I've been there, because I'm trying to give her an example of what it would be like if we get together. I'm not going to be following you. I'm going to be leading us, right? I'm going to be showing you when you come over my house. I had this girl, this is the last thing I say, I promise. I had this girl I met on Meet Me. She lives in New York. She's not far. And every other guy was trying to talk to her, spit game. They was corny. A lot of them wasn't even doing that because they didn't know what they was doing. And I got in there and I told her, I said, listen, like, I'm trying to take you on a date, da da da. Got straight to the point. And so, because remember, I told you, you should know what your end goal is. And that was kind of like, I wanted to meet up with her. I wanted to link up. So, you know, that was what I let her know. And she's like, while she started talking, I don't remember what she said, but I kind of cut in and I said, look, we don't even got to go on no first date. Me and you on a date right now. Now, see how I just took the moment from elusive to very present, even with y'all right now. Y'all probably like, y'all mind probably went zoomed in like, wow, I am alive right now. I took you out of the future or past moment. I took you into this moment. I'm telling the woman, I'm telling her, hey, we don't even got to go on no date. We on a date right now. This is our first date right now. And then if I really get saucy, I tell a woman like this. I say, hey, go grab some ice cream out your refrigerator. I'm going to grab some out mine, or go grab some tea. I'll go grab my favorite tea, and, you know, or go grab a water or juice, and we'll just get to know each other right here. And I'm telling you, they're not used to that level of creativity. They're not used to that level of thinking, awareness. They're not used to, I'm contradictive to the losers. Come on now. And then on top of that, with this girl, what I had ended up telling her, she was like, I said, I want you to come over. I want you to come to where I am and come through. And then I knew she was gonna come up with a objection to that. We're gonna make a video on objections soon. But she said something like, "Why would I come over to see you?" Or da da da. Because she's in New York. I'm like two cities over. So I tell her, I say, "Listen, I just explained why she should come over and what we're gonna do, right?" So when a woman asks you, "Why should I come over?" she's basically saying, and she don't even probably know subconsciously, she's kind of, because what they're trying to do, they're trying to eliminate you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Most women are trying to like take your, like I said, they're more interested nowadays in taking your time and attention and discarding the man because they think all guys ain't shit. So you got to understand that you got to be ready for all objections. So when she said, "Why would I come see you?" Like, listen, you just, I think I said something like, "I want you to come over. We're gonna watch this," and I just started kind of describing what's gonna happen when you come over, and that kind of unraveled her games and kind of took her out of that. I guess the therapeutic word would be called enmeshment. I love using therapy when it comes to dating. It's a word called enmeshment, meaning that, how is that enmeshment? Let me break it down. It's enmeshment because what she was doing was predicting that I was a bad guy or that I wasn't as attractive as she didn't know me. So like, if you think about and you compare like therapy to dating, is beautiful because women are like part-time psychic. So they always are trying to eliminate you. So it kind of works for you if you know it. If you understand therapy, then you understand like she's trying to get all of us out of here so she feels like a queen. I got on live today. I got all these guys at Hoover, all this attention. And then some of them cash at me after, and some of them, but none of them got this, you know what I'm saying? But when you're that one guy, it's kind of like, it kills her because it's like, I got an answer for everything she was asking. So I wasn't getting eliminated off of the mouthpiece. And like I said, as far as her objections, I was able to still lead her in an attractive direction enough to where she was enlightened by my presence and conversation. She didn't know it was guys who've been dating women through the app. She didn't know it was guys going on dates with women through the app. She like, who is this guy? What is he talking about? And then she didn't know that she was even doing this thing called automatic eliminating. Say, "Oh, well, why would I come see you?" They're not even putting no thought into the rejection or the objection. They're just saying it at this point. This is what I'm trying to let y'all fellas know. You don't have to really, it's not a lot of competition because most guys don't know the stuff I'm telling you right now. So when a woman is objecting or rejecting, you just have to have patience with them because what did God say in the Bible? He says, to forgive them for what they do what they don't know. And that speaks volumes in that dilemma because women are doing that. They don't know me at all. Y'all don't even know me. Like, I don't know y'all. We live in such a funny world where people don't even know each other. But yet we're judging because that's just kind of the climate we're in. So you have to date women coming in knowing this, that 9 times out of 10, they keep running into losers over. They're being plagued with losers, just guys in meat suits, like these guys are like zombies. Like, "Oh, how you doing today? What's your name? My name is Tom, and you look good. No, I'm just stopping in to see how you doing. I don't want you. I just want to be your friend. I'm your friend. Friends to the end. I'm telling you, that's not what we doing. Because this is why I tell you to be direct. You're going to fall into that zombie eclipse. You're going to be a zombie, bro, to her. You're going to be like, listen, women are always pushing like water and waves. They're always pushing you into, either you're going to be that guy that is, I'm going to give head to, or you're gonna be that guy that's gonna be like some gay best friend, or like just somebody who falls into this category. And this is why I always tell women, you can't put me in your friend zone, because you're not gonna leave me there. Because when you see that other girls want me, it's gonna start to chisel away at that lie. And so when you're a real man, you see lies all over the place. That's what you start to see. Like Neo in the Matrix, you see a bunch of lies. Because I'm telling you, your masculinity is on the other side of your situation. You're not masculine, your situation, your environment, the stipulations, the circumstances. So when you get more wisdom, women are going to attack you. Some are, some ain't, but you got to know how to wield that power out of the whatever is coming at you, because it's going to be all different types of things. You're going to have cop blockers. You're going to have women who are cop blocking. You're going to have women who hate you. You're going to have women who love you. It's going to be different energies all over the place. And all you got to do is be able to identify what's in front of you. And that's another product that's going to be, because that's a product, that's a thing where you got to realize all women are a different sort of woman. Every woman is a different sort. Every woman is not the same. So you have to know your sorts. Because if you just got to know that they're different. And you got to be able to identify. Just like a snake, you got to be able to look at the patterns on the snake and know that that's a python, or that's a rattlesnake, or that you got to see the patterns. So when you know what sort of woman it is, you can actually adjust your game a little bit. Not a lot of bit, a little bit, fellas, a little bit. Because you got to still be you while hitting your goals with the woman. So you want to be like a sniper. You want to be balanced, stable with it, but just adjust a little bit. So hopefully I touched somebody in this video. I see y'all like the other video. Hopefully y'all like this one. You have to just control the conversation. I hope. If you got any questions, comment down below. But I'm definitely going to make more videos about narrative control, because you got to be the pilot of the airplane. You got to be the pilot of the ship, like the whatever. You got to steer things. You got to lead things. You got to guide things. There should never be any dull moments in the conversation. And I know it's not easy, fellas, because I still have hard times. I still get caught up and be like, damn, I don't know what to text her back, or I don't know what to say. But you gotta, like I said, you have to find a way to articulate things. And I want to build an app. Like, I don't know if y'all know who Coach Kyle is, but I listen to him sometimes. He made an app where you can literally type in what the female's saying and then get a response. I love stuff like that, because it's so useful, and because you're not going to know everything to say back. I'm going to tell you that right now. Till you get better, then you'll know, like, okay, I know what to say to this. Some stuff I know exactly what to say to. Some stuff I still be getting, she trapped me in this. Like playing chess. Like she trapped me right here. Women are so masterly, man. And I'm just going to leave it like that. So you have to go in controlling the narrative, meaning if she's saying something, you have to understand that you have to take on the mindset like, hey, this ain't that, this is like this. Or this ain't that. This ain't this is like that. That plays into your charm and charisma. You want to be unpredictable with women, so you got to control the narrative. You got to play the game wittingly. That turns women on. You play the game wittingly, because you got to always be in their mind. You have to make them guess, because women, they deal with so many losers, their mind go dormant. Their mind goes, you got to enlighten them in conversation. Show them that you're a breath of fresh air and that you're not like everybody else. And you have to stay in the present moment, which is going to be the most, it's like learning how to ride a bike, bro. You got to do it. Remember, it was hard at first. It was almost impossible at first. You had to keep learning it. And I'm telling y'all, man, y'all can get it. And it's going to be easy after a while. You're going to be flying that, flying it, or guiding it. It's just gonna be easy. You're gonna be doing it accidentally at some point because you practiced it. You know it. But this is too much information for one video. Like I said, DM me on Instagram, Will Baheen, and we can get even more descriptive on details. Like I said, I'm gonna make products and stuff like that, and that's when everything's gonna be better, man, for y'all. Cause like I'm telling you, I got way better when I bought a product. I bought one product or two products from my mentor, and I got way better. Like literally way better, like 10 times way better. I seen the difference right there. So yeah, it's a lot to it though. It's a lot to it. It seemed like a lot, but once you start to get it, you start to get it. And I'm telling you, bro, you got to control the narrative. Controlling the narrative is telling the story. So if you're telling the story, if I'm with you right now, we're talking to a female, and it's you, a female, and me, and you're saying, yeah, well, when me and Will went to the movies, it was a girl that was there, and he didn't do nothing. And I'm like, man, listen, right? I'm saying, man, listen. That's my cutting in point. And I'm stealing the microphone from you metaphysically. Nah, listen. These women, I'm telling my own side to the story. That's going to make that woman look at me. See, you were talking, then I metaphysically stole the mic and started talking. That's called narrative control. I'm controlling the way the story is ultimately casted. You know what I'm saying? Like on my YouTube channel, I got 100% of the narrative control. I have the floor right now. When it comes to picking up women, I just found that they love a man who can control the narrative. They love manipulative men. They love the bad guy. They love the guy who can wield his mouthpiece and make them submit because he's always right about everything, even if he's wrong. And it's just so attractive and seductive. I don't know why, but you have to be able to chime in. If a woman's saying something and you don't agree with it, you have to say something, even if the something is nothing, but you're saying something in your own way. You're saying the same thing in your own way. You know what I mean? And I don't know why the world is what it is. I'm just giving y'all the game. So like this video, comment, subscribe. I'm out, man. Peace.